Sup YouTube, it's your boy fuck. Sup YouTube, it's your boy Paradigm Shift here, back with another banger. I'm never doing shit like that again. Please, whenever you see any of my videos from this point onward, just hit the like and subscribe. If everybody that watched my video subscribed, I'd be like in the 10K by now. Like, come on, hit the subscribe. Share it with a friend and just be like, yo, he's black, reparations. Click the button. Click the button. It'll get him money and then he'll get off our back about reparations. Oh shit. Okay, so I guess this is a thought piece. I generally don't give a shit about people's opinions. He says he's a Canadian, a social democrat, whatever. Like, I don't give a fuck about opinions. The entire audience just all went, boo, you're fucking lying. Oh my God. Anyway, I saw this tweet and I was like, I guess I could talk about it because that's an actual sentiment that's been ushered in right-wing circles. I wish there had been much concern for Colin Kaepernick as there is for the Chinese tennis star. As if like she got disappeared, yo. She got disappeared. Like, this is beyond actual cancel culture. Getting fired from your job for your beliefs is cancel culture. In the realm that, like, everybody from top to bottom was like, you're standing up for black people and minorities? That's bad. Like, the foresight on the Colin Kaepernick situation is beyond reproachable, but to compare it to like a mafia level hit, like, hey yo, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? What am I looking at? What is this? What is this? And it bothers me because I feel like we compare situations so often because all of it is lumped into there needs to be a balance as well as accountability. Like, the law is so punitive to certain people, social pressure is so punitive to certain people that the balance of trying to keep your morals intact with what you suppose should be the correct way for things to go tend to skew or cross each other at some point. In other words, you know that murder is bad, but like some murderers like get shot on sight and some don't. And you wonder, like, they're both bad things, but I wish the murderer had a chance at a trial. And if the trial proved that, and we're not, this is not literal, but matter of fact, it is literal because Brock Turner, like, not a murderer, but you'll see when I get to the end of this point. You'll see what I'm talking about. Anyway, if the murderer finds a defense and is able to get off, you say, well, shit, we saw him kill the people. Like, what? I don't understand how some people get shot without trial and then some people don't get shot, but they clearly did it, but they still got it. You feel me? Like, you don't want the death of that person, but you wonder, like, I guess I trust the legal system because it will do the right thing for somebody, but like then it does that same thing for the wrong person. But like in theory, that's how law should work, irregardless of your person, even if you're caught in that. You feel me? I think I said this in the Jordan Sheridan video. It's like I have to trust the same justice system that also betrays me all the time. Like that is the comparisons and how deeply I feel like the left especially is in this flux of wanting to be accepting of everything, but the younger generation doesn't know, like, before the internet, all their idea, and this is going to go into another piece that I'm going to make in the future, probably sometime in the next 2 weeks. It's on my list of things to do, which is in a text file that is hidden right over here, right over there. Yes, right over there. the internet kind of was in their lives already, so they didn't really go around the growing pains of, because we got to remember 2007 was 14 years ago, going on 15. That PS2 online era, like, you had to play the right games to get the wrong people. That Xbox 360 scene, like, they weren't around for, like, the rise of it. That, I think, is when the racists and the bigots and everybody was also immature. So, like, everybody said the F slur, but there was a difference in the caliber of, like, what was going on when it was being said. Damn, I'm really loud. I just took off one of my headphones. Like, I was fucking screaming over here, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm actually really loud. Like, I could talk like this. Anyway, to wrap this thought up, it is just funny to me that we have these comparisons that are legitimate, and through that, comparisons are made to certain situations or certain allegories that don't fit. But we feel justified in saying that they fit. This is really a right-winger tactic, but like the left uses it with morality and it gets muddy around there. So that's why I'm trying to stay out of directly criticizing one or the other. But it really is a right-wing tactic. It's less of a non sequitur or a straw man effect, because that sounds like what I'm explaining is a straw man effect, and more of what do we lay our systems upon that makes us feel like we are in some way, shape, or form making a strong point or a strong case that makes us feel validated in how we feel about the overall system. Now, right-wingers take that, assimilate it down to the straw man argument to bother leftists or to trigger leftists, not to make any actual points. But we have to look at that in the grand scale of things. That allowed them to gain power. The left wants to do it with the morality issues, saying that even though these two situations are similar, the character of, and that's so ironic because they say CRT stands for nothing more than looking at the fucking skin color of people. And it's like, literally I'm explaining out loud why that doesn't work in its own frame. But like the character of the people should define the environment, which will then define their actions. Like, I don't blame poor people for stealing because in reality, there aren't enough resources to go around in general. Like that type of level of, but then right-wingers would take that and say, well, if looting is okay, then what about murder? Like, see what I mean? Anyway, that's the end of that.